The Sydney Harbour Bridge is Australia's best-known landmark. It is the biggest, but not the longest, steel arch bridge in the world. At its highest point, the arch reaches 134 metres over sea level. A masterpiece of 1920s construction, it rivals the great New York skyscrapers of the same period. Some people think of the bridge as Australia's Statue of Liberty. It has been a symbol of welcome for millions of visitors and migrants. In the bridge's first year of operation in 1932, an average of 10,000 cars were crossing. By 2001, despite an underground tunnel taking much of the traffic flow, the figure had grown to 160,000 a day. Besides its iconic status, the coat hanger, as the Australians nicknamed their bridge, is a practical link from one side of the city to the other for cars, trains and pedestrians. And sometimes it's a site for spectacular celebration. Australian Formula One driver Mark Webber was given the chance to act out every Sydney commuter's dream, the Sydney Harbour Bridge to himself, without tolls, red lights or even a speed limit. Webber was given the equivalent of the keys to the city for this stunt, with all traffic on the bridge blocked off for a couple of hours. Usually, traffic runs over the nearly 50-metre wide deck in 8 lanes alongside 2 railway lines, a walkway and a bicycle path. At 8:10 a.m. on a Sunday morning, the Australians set off and crossed the bridge a dozen times, while spectators followed the stunt on a huge video screen.
Well, it's pretty amazing, obviously. This is the most famous landmark in Australia. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is very, very famous, and for them to shut the bridge to run a Formula One car over it is something that's very special. And to be involved in that, obviously, is a dream for me.
Sydney is Australia's business heart, but it is also a cosmopolitan city, which attracts visitors from around the world. With a great climate, it likes to let its hair down on a regular basis, and the 2000 Olympics was one such opportunity. The city went into an extended party mode. With the Olympic rings emblazoned across it, the Harbour Bridge was, as always, a centrepiece. Despite appearing weightless, the arch alone weighs 39,000 tonnes and spans over 500 metres. Each new year in Sydney starts with a spectacular fireworks display off the bridge. The beginning of 2007 was especially vibrant. It was the start of the icon's 75th anniversary year. The fireworks are always spectacular. At 75 years old, the bridge remains in remarkably good condition, in part due to its rigorous maintenance regime. Its steel structure needs continuous protection from the salty air and is continuously being painted. Each pass requires the equivalent of 60 sports fields of paint. At that rate, the Sydney Harbour Bridge will maintain its good looks for many years to come.